Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Totally You Today. And I'm Megan, and we're in the boutique of the Novitas Spa Medical Rejuvenation Clinic. I'm a few minutes after 4. And with a service business, guys, service is always the essence of my life. When I say service, it's service for our guests, service for my staff, service for equipment. And I was on the phone with a vendor in reference to one of our pieces of equipment, because as a medical spa and clinical too, but really the medical portion of this business is very equipment centric. And I was just talking to one of my equipment manufacturers. So I apologize for being a few minutes late, but today is Totally You Today, and I want to go through some things that we've been talking about recently. And I'm sorry I wasn't available on Monday for our Motivation Monday, but I did one that was just about the day being still, and creativity comes from stillness and being quiet. So much comes from that place. And one of the things that we hear all the time at Novitas Spa and Medical Rejuvenation Clinic is about the experience. And we are, here for you and here for our guests. Whether you're here for a medical treatment or a clinical treatment or a day spa treatment or a wellness treatment, it all is about you, and it's all about your experience. I call it a hybrid because it looks like, it feels, it smells like, because people say that, love the way it smells, a luxury day spa, and it is. But it also is a clinical and medical and wellness spa, and tied all together, because it really is, as I said, about the experience. So we are very focused on you and focused on that experience. So stillness is so important. And it's funny, Monday was such a gift to me, because we're open 6 days a week, and even if I'm out of town or doing something, business conference or an appointment out of the spa, I'm still focused on the staff, still focused on our guests, and which is focused on you. But when there's a day like a Sunday is so special to me, but to have 2 days in a row, oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. Even though I was writing and working and doing projects, just being able to be still was such a gift and such a treasure. So we want to create that environment each and every day for you, to enjoy that stillness and that quiet. People just left. That was the other reason. The boutique was very, very busy with guests leaving at that 4 o'clock hour. So I wanted to also let that quiet down so I could be here for you and with you. The other thing I wanted to speak about, though, is the 30-day challenge. And it's so great and exciting because people are saying to me, I'm going to do the 30-day challenge. Now, they may not do what I'm doing, and they shouldn't. They should do what is their desire, or 30 days of focus on something that they've been trying to get in the groove of and just haven't been able to, but saying, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to stay with this 30-day challenge. So I'm actually going to be continually speaking about that during this month of September. And as that quote was, don't look back. I also read a quote about faith, which I'll share in a minute, but don't look back, you're not going that way. And this little tagline to this, don't look back, you're not going that way, I read, and it was something I had written where I read someplace, but faith does not have a rear view mirror. So faith, if you think about faith, I know that this is going to work out. I have faith in that this is going to work out. It's not about hope, which I'm always talking about, but it's faith. I know this is going to work out. So don't look back. Speak it forth that this is going to work out. That whatever circumstance or situation or dynamic you're dealing with, that this is going to work out, so don't look back. So faith does not have a rear view mirror. So don't look back, you're not looking that way, going that way. So, you know, I got on the scale this morning, real early this morning. I came up here and got on our professional scale. And from, because I had to come up and do something before this opened, I said, you know, I haven't weighed myself in a while. And I got on the scale, and I have lost, you know, and the thing is, I didn't weigh myself when I first started on May 5th of not drinking alcohol, but I did like 2 weeks into it, but I didn't do that first week. So I'm not 100% sure what my weight was at that time, but I kind of know from the standpoint of 2 weeks in and where I was then. So with that said, I have lost over 15 pounds. And so so that was a decision I made, sort of like the 30-day challenge, that I was going to not drink alcohol on a daily basis, on a, you know, and it really was not so much that I would never, but on a daily basis, on, you know, just where it was part of my life that I would start new habits. And also with that, I then plugged in on the Zerona and the Cryo Tea. And so with that, and I'm going to put a caveat to my 30-day challenge, which is no sugar, and I wrote in, I think, an e-blast, moderation, or whatever word I used, on carbs, because, you know, fruit has carbs, so it's good carbs, and so moderation of carbs, but cutting out the pasta and bread, that type of carb, and then truly drinking my water, which is about 1 gallon a day. And I didn't say that, and I'm pretty good about that, but, you know, I'm a big iced latte girl, and Danelle Delgado, when she was talking about her 30-day challenge, she said she was going to cut out coffee. Oh my God, I could not do that. I can do what I'm doing here, but I could not substitute that. But back to water, I am pretty good, but not 1 gallon. I'm a liter plus, excuse me, but I'm not 1 gallon. So I'm going to kick it up many notches and consistently drink my water. And I trust me, I have, over the last couple of years, I have eliminated a lot of coffee that I used to drink. So now it's really 1, maybe 2 iced lattes a day, but it used to be more than that, believe it or not. So I'm weaning away from that, but I can't do this and do that at this point. And I enjoy it, and it's just, you know, a part of my life, so to speak. So, but I am going to kick up that water. So I mentioned the Zerona and the Cryo Tea. This is an amazing program, guys. And it really, this Cryo Tea from Pagani, cryolipolysis is freezing the fat cells in the body, eliminates them. And then Zerona, excuse me, before I go to Zerona, and the T stands for thermal, so it freezes and then heats the tissue. So it's an amazing tool, an amazing company. This platform is like, I've said, it's like a Tesla, because it does everything from skin tightening, eliminating the bulge. It works with cellulite, pain, cryofacials, skin tightening. It's just an amazing tool. But we couple it with Zerona, and on my e-blasts and posts, we always are putting in the doctors. Lo and behold, this past spring, the doctors did a whole segment on Zerona, which is, and they said it was the #1 fat-busting tool. It's a cold laser, and it works with circumferential reduction, which is a fancy word for belly fat, also for detoxification. But with the the belly fat, it fractures the cell and it's lymphatic release. So it's a great tool to do before the Cryo Tea and after. So the two together are amazing. So we have a special this week, and this is called 2 for 1. This is ongoing, but this is an amazing value. It's a $1,500 savings with this. and I'm not going to ramble on here the whole program, just come and, meaning price point, but come and have a consultation. But Elizabeth is raising the lights here. But this week's extra special, because with this you get 10 infrared sauna sessions, and that helps with eliminating inflammation and also elimination. So it's a great tool with the program, but I've put in an additional 4 infrared saunas this week if you purchase the 2-for-1 special. And we're going into the last quarter of the year. Holiday season is down the road, and many people like to prepare for the next year with including the holiday season. So this is a great time of year to jump on and do the, because this is about a 2-month program. If you started now, this would take you well into October with this program. But the infrared saunas can be used during and after. Infrared, I did a little piece about a week ago on Lyme's disease when I interviewed Wendy Cumberbatch, and she has a nonprofit in reference to autoimmune and specifically Lyme's disease. And I'll go into this another show, but another segment. But the stem cell is infusion IV is very effective for autoimmune, including Lyme's disease. I have gotten to know a physician, Dr. Freed in New York City, who her real focus, she's an internist, is on Lyme's disease, and she's working with R3 Stem Cell. I'm an affiliate of, as she, and with her Lyme's disease work. So, as I said, I'll go on a different, go into that in a different segment. But I was speaking with Wendy Cumberbatch about the infrared sauna because she could barely walk when she first started coming to Novitas. And come on in, no. And welcome. But she was sharing in the interview how the infrared sauna has helped her dramatically maintain and work with other infusions and the like that she's working with the Lyme's disease. So that another story, another program, but an additional 4 because it burns. I'm talking about a 30-minute segment or session in the infrared sauna burns 600 calories. So as I'm doing this, I'll do my infrared sauna with, when I'm doing my Zerona or Cryo Tea, but then I'll go into the sauna during the week, and and it's just for that detoxification, elimination, inflammation, but burning those 600 calories. So it's just a great program, guys. And call and set up a no-charge consultation, and you'll learn so much about it. And if it is suitable and for you. And then lastly today, I wanted to talk to you briefly about Share the Love. And this is our Share the Love month. This is where Georgetown, Texas, in 2010, put a program together called The Best Of. And so best of in many categories. Best of pizza, best of Chinese food, Asian food, and Mediterranean, chiropractors, on and on, doc physicians, different general restaurants, day spa, so forth. So, since 2010, the Novitas Spa on the Square has won Best of Georgetown. And so September 1st, the voting begins for Best Of. And so on our e-blast, as well as in our posts, we have a website from the city where you go to and then nominate, and it's in the nomination phase right now. And I don't know what the criterion of nomination is, but regardless, you put our name in and vote for us, and we then go into that. And I don't take it casually or lightly, because it truly is a great way for people to find us. It's a benchmark, and people say, oh my goodness, you've had the Best of Georgetown Day Spa since 2010. Each and every one of my staff takes this very seriously. They take every guest and patient seriously. Spa coordinators, we truly, truly care for each and every guest in every way, and we strive for excellence every day. We, as Sharon Lechter says, solve a problem, serve a need. Sharon Lechter is the author of, author of many, many books, but where I first met Miss Sharon Lechter was Think and Grow Rich for Women, and she and Greg Reed wrote 10 years ago, this is the 10th anniversary edition, 3 Feet from Gold, one of my favorite go-to books. I've read it several times since I first purchased it. I listened to it on audio, and she and Greg have just written and published, finished writing and now publishing a new book, and I'm going to have a little book announcement on that, just like I did last week from Melissa Burrows in Chasing Bentleys and Accountability. I've been reading that, and it is excellent. If you're in business, if you have any type of business, I mean a job to accountability in life, it is just such a good tool and so well written and so well thought through. I'm truly, truly, hello Melissa if you're watching, truly, truly am enjoying the book and her information. So I'll be doing the same thing with Ms. Sharon Lechter and Greg Reed's book shortly. But with that said, the best of Georgetown, solve a problem, serve a need. And we truly look at each person's need very seriously, and that could just be the best eyebrow contour. It could be something as simple as tinting your eyelashes. It could be something, I mean, people, assume that is simple, but there's so many estheticians that really are not properly trained, don't use the proper tools, don't use the proper products for success, and people are not happy. And so we take everything, every minute detail, very seriously here at the Novitas Spa and Medical Rejuvenation Clinic. So I look forward to having you with us soon. And if you're not in Georgetown, do go on Amazon. We're expanding our reach with Amazon. We're doing some repackaging. We're going to launch the entire line this month of September. There'll be new marketing with it. So we look forward to having you join us. Right now, you can purchase the Core 6 Facial Essentials that we just finished having our 27th anniversary of, launching those products in 1992. And they're sold to other spas and medical spas, and for the last 2 years on Amazon. But that, Katie, again, has joined me, and she's an expert in Amazon and very excited. Hi, Katie. See that you're here. I didn't know that. I didn't see that, but hello, hello. We're very excited about our expansion with you, working with you, and having it on Amazon. And so back to the month of love, as I call it. We just so thank you for voting for us, being our, as I said, we do not take this lightly, our guest for the last 15 years, because month of August is our anniversary month of the manufacturing, launching my first brand, Glycolique, and then re-engineering and launching Novitas Spa Clinicals in 1997, and then the Novitas Spa on the Square in Georgetown, Texas in 2014. So lots of celebration that we just finished going into the fall and pre-holiday season. So we look forward to seeing you soon at the Novitas Spa Medical Rejuvenation Clinic. And be blessed.